When's the last time you heard a really good worker say, "My boss treats me like dirt, but I am holding on for Employee Appreciation Week. I'm going to get a balloon and a hot dog, and I will be over the top."
Dick Finnegan is the author of Rethinking Retention in Good Times and Bad, the book that details the best strategic approach to cutting turnover with specific, research-based tactics that work. Business Week recently published an excerpt of the book and describes it as offering fresh thinking for solving the turnover problem in any economy. And that's exactly what Dick Finnegan does for audiences around the world. He offers a fresh approach on employee retention. Dick has worked with scores of clients across 6 continents, including Sprint, Hilton, The Hartford, GE, Johnson & Johnson, and the CIA. Leveraging these experiences, Dick is a sought-after speaker, combining humor with concrete action steps to help professionals view retention as both essential and achievable.
What one thing has become more important to employees than pay and benefits? It's a thing. What's the thing that matters more? 4, which turnover data is most important in high turnover industries? Think of fast food, retail, call centers, and the like. And 5, which one skill is most important for supervisors in order to improve retention? You already know that one. And I win 200 Jamaican dollars. So, first, the screen says 3 studies on employees' post-recession intentions. All that matters here are the numbers that you see. The numbers are 49, 60, 90. There are many of these studies. They all say the same thing. When the economy gets better, I'm leaving. I am out of here. I am fed up. I am frustrated. I wanted to leave 2 years ago. I couldn't get another job. I am leaving because we've laid people off and I have more work to do. So as the economy gets better, the anticipation is turnover will go up. Historically, in the U.S., after every recession, turnover goes up. It's not going up yet because technically the recession's over, but there aren't jobs. So as jobs are added, retaining people will become more important. But the next slide tells us that retaining good workers is important right now. And the data here is, you see 11%, 31%, 3-5x. And here's what this tells us, that the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics tracks how many employees voluntarily quit their jobs every month in broad industry groups. So when I say voluntarily quit, I mean they don't get fired, they don't get laid off, they say, "I quit." And you know that in 2007, the economy everywhere in the world was on fire. By 2008, it had quickly ground to a halt. There were fewer people who quit in 2008 than 2007, and you expect that to be true. But the difference was just 11%. So in 2008, when the economy was in full plunge, your chance of losing a worker you wanted to keep was 89% as strong as it was in 2007. The 31%, I think, is more meaningful for you because a study was done in the heart of the recession, and the study answered this question. If you lay workers off, do the remaining workers stay or do they leave? And the study went like this. It was done by a professor and a graduate student at the University of Wisconsin, and what they did was take 1,000 companies. The 1,000 companies had 2 qualities in common. They had all laid workers off recently, and they all applied to be one of the Fortune top 100 companies to work for. So these were 1,000 companies that had laid many workers off, but also thought they were a great employer. What they found was whatever number of workers you laid off is measured as a percent of your total workforce. The more of them you laid off, the higher your voluntary turnover went. So the example was, if you lay off 1% of your workforce, their voluntary turnover went up 31%. Now, think about, and perhaps you've lived this, in your company, if you laid workers off and it caused more work for you, Would you say, there but for the grace of God go I am so lucky to have a job, and I am just going to buckle down and work harder because I don't want to be in the next group of layoffs? Or would you say, I'm out of here.